Hey everyone, welcome to our first of our 4-week training series, all about a nutrition focused approach to coach training. My goal is to empower you with the tools that are in our BOD library and also in our supplement store so you can really understand the products better, to see if there's something you want to use for yourself, but also so you have a better idea of how to recommend things to your clients as well. So to kick things off today, we're really going to dig into our 2 nutritional e-courses, To Be Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix. And then in the rest of the series throughout the next few weeks, we're going to cover our BOD meal plans in our member library. We'll talk on Ultimate Reset and 3-Day Refresh. We'll talk about our entire supplement line next week. We're going to go into the workouts on the following week, and then we'll go into some basics on coach training and just setting your templates up and whatnot for duplication. So with all that shared, I'm going to go ahead and close this little chat window, I think. I'm going to try to close the chat window so that we can see the whole screen. Let me see if I can go into full screen mode. Maybe not. This is how coordinated I am with Zoom. So we might just roll with this. Okay, so first of all, let's dig into our video e-courses. So when you're in your Beachbody On Demand library, there is a tab at the top that says nutrition. If you follow that tab, you're going to see 6 things listed at the top, and as you scroll down, you'll see more. So at the top, you'll see To Be Mindset monthly membership, Ultimate Portion Fix, and the Ultimate Portion Fix monthly membership. You'll also see below it 3-Day Refresh and Ultimate Reset. Those are our cleanses. We'll go into those at a deeper time. And if you scroll even further down that page, you're going to see things like the Fixate, which is a cooking show everybody has access to, as well as Shakeology recipes are there. I feel like there's something else down there that I'm not thinking of offhand, but you can go check it out for yourself. So different strokes for different folks is sort of my whole philosophy with this. Both of our nutrition video courses are focused on whole food nutrition. However, one brings a stronger light to portion control and macronutrition, while the other allows for a bit more flexibility and focuses on achieving a healthier relationship with food using a sensible and sustainable approach to eating. So I want to break down both of these programs for you today so you feel really empowered with them. The first we're going to dig into is learning about the To Be Mindset. So the To Be Mindset is focused on 4 cornerstones, or what Alana, who is the registered dietitian who created this program, what she calls the 2 bunnies. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 are your cornerstones. So the first one is water first. You drink water before absolutely everything. You hydrate yourself in the morning. You do another 16 ounces before you eat, 16 ounces before you snack, et cetera, et cetera. So it's keeping your body hydrated and helping you control your hunger by ensuring that your hunger pangs or the feelings that you have aren't simply because you're dehydrated. The second cornerstone is veggies most. So water first, veggies most is what she calls her first bunny. Obviously, it means you're eating veggies more than any other food group. So you're really encouraged throughout this program to learn a new approach to how you create recipes in your kitchen. There's a lot of cool things like subbing in cauliflower rice, or subbing in parsnips for when you're making French fries and doing those in a roasted fashion instead of in a fryer, you know? So there's all these cool ways that she shows you how to actually turn vegetables into all of the things that you currently use that are maybe starchier foods or heavier foods. The third bunny is, or the second bunny, so the third cornerstone is the scale. And this is one that I say it's a little bit different for everyone. Because some people come into this program and the scale will dictate the color of their mood ring. And for somebody like that, I generally don't encourage this scale and getting on it every single day. However, for the bulk of my clients that do the To Be Mindset, they do have a fair amount of weight to lose. And in that, weighing yourself on the scale helps every single day to see if your weight is going up or down by even a slight ½ ounce, simply because of the fourth cornerstone, the second part of the second bunny, which is tracking. And you're tracking everything you're eating. So the whole philosophy is if you're tracking your foods throughout the day and writing those in a journal, by the next day when you step on the scale in the morning, you'll be able to see any weight fluctuations, and you can look back on what you ate the day before and see, was it a weight loss day, or was it a weight gain day, or was it a maintenance day? So it's a really great way to learn from the foods that you are eating, the foods that you love, what's working for you and what isn't. You'll start to identify what foods are your power foods. You'll start to identify what foods your body really loves. You can identify things that every time you eat, you notice the scale goes up. So it really helps you understand what you need to take out of your diet or eat less of, and what you can be eating more of. So with the tracking, there's a lot that goes into the tracking. There's basically, I should pull down my food journal, but there's a food journal that comes with this program, and it's my absolute favorite food journal because they give you so much room to track everything from the amount of water that you have in a day, the weight that you're at, if you had weight loss, how many hours that you slept. Obviously, sleep is so important to reaching your goals, from anti-stress to weight loss to inflammation, all those things. She has you log your current mindset in the morning, and then she breaks down what's called the Plate It method. So I'll teach you a little bit more about the Plate It method, but she has it written out to remind you every single day at breakfast, lunch, and dinner what your Plate It method looks like. And Plate It is simply how you approach your plate. You don't have to measure your foods. You don't have to weigh your foods. You simply look at your plate, and a different percentage of your plate is set aside for a different macronutrient. So at breakfast, the Plate It method tells you at breakfast to make your breakfast 50% protein and 50% fiber-filled carbohydrate. So she calls it an FFC, carbohydrates, right? So a great breakfast could be eggs and toast, or eggs and potatoes, or a great breakfast could be your Shakeology along with some fruit. So this morning I had vanilla vegan Shakeology and berries, and that's the perfect blend of 50% protein and 50% FFC, fiber-filled carbohydrate. So at lunch, your Plate It method is a little bit different. You're gonna start adding in your veggies most. You can always do veggies most at any meal, of course, but you're gonna add in your veggies most. So you've got 50% of your plate is veggies most, 25% of your plate is carbohydrate, your fiber-filled carbohydrates, and 25% of your plate is then protein. So again, you're not weighing or measuring your food. You're literally eyeballing your plate and just going, oh, okay, I'm gonna put some salmon here, I'm gonna put some sweet potatoes here, and I'm gonna fill the rest with veggies. So it makes it really, really, really easy to eat all the things you love and just eyeball how you're gonna set up your plate. At dinner, she sets you up for what's called fat burning sleep. Who doesn't want fat burning sleep? So at dinner, you eliminate your fiber-filled carbohydrates and you stick to 75% water-based veggies and 25% protein. So this sets you up so that you're not bringing in a lot of starchy, heavy carbohydrates at night. So if you do have weight to lose, you're eating all of your heavier carby or energy-providing foods earlier in the day, so that at nighttime your body can be processing those and start to move into fat burning mode. So she gives you this opportunity on the side of the tracker to track absolutely everything you eat. You track exercise, though she calls exercise extra credit. So everything about the 2B mindset has to do with nutrition. It doesn't necessarily focus on fitness, especially for people who have a lot of weight to lose. This is a great gateway program because maybe they're not ready for fitness yet. Maybe they really just want to be working on their nutrition. So exercise is extra credit. And then I love on the bottom corner that it also has, like, did you eliminate today? Which is really important, number one, to make sure that your body is functioning optimally, and number two, because that will play a factor in what you see on the scale every single day. So going back to that scale thing, if I have a client that's coming in at 130 pounds and she's pretty much right around her weight and where she is most comfortable, maybe she says she wants to lose a few pounds, but for her, it's more about vibrancy, having her nutrition in check, and feeling good in her clothing, right? For that client, if she tells me that she's struggled with weighing herself and that really dictating the color of her mood ring, I'm probably going to tell her maybe only weigh yourself once a week, and otherwise just check in on how your clothing is feeling, how you're feeling from what you're eating, how you feel in your personal energy and vibrancy levels, right? Whereas if I have a client that's 250 pounds or 200 pounds and she has a good amount of weight to lose, or even a client that's 200 pounds and the scale is not something that has ever really affected her emotionally, or well, it affects her when I think emotionally, but mentally we'll say, then I'm gonna have her do those weigh-ins because I really wanna have her seeing success with the choices that she's making in her nutrition now. So just know within all of these programs, there is wiggle room for you to take ownership and to help your client get the results they need in a way that's most supportive to them emotionally and mentally as well. So an overview of this program, you can lose weight without feeling deprived or hungry and without counting calories or cutting out food groups. You can go on living your life and enjoying the foods that you love. So you will discover how to eat the foods you love and feel satiated after every meal and still lose weight. You'll get proven strategies to help you conquer cravings and survive everyday food temptations. And you'll learn the right foods at the right times to maximize energy and weight loss. The 2B mindset takes a different approach to food, whereas fad diets have been telling us for years, right? So what's really different about this program, it is even different than the program that we'll talk about next, Ultimate Portion Fix, is that this is not a diet in any way, shape, or form, meaning that it does not have an eat this or eat that list, right? Like clearly there are going to be, any whole foods are allowed, even processed foods you can eat. Obviously they're not necessarily recommended, but there's not an eat this or eat that list, meaning like you can't just, it's not about outing a food group. You can have absolutely everything. It's just about your approach to it. So for example, she breaks down the food groups very differently, and we can talk about that a little bit as well. And one of the food groups obviously is carbohydrates. And in nutrition school, most carbohydrates are taught as simple carbs and complex carbs. Well, she teaches them just as silly carbs and FFCs, fiber-filled carbohydrates. So silly carbs are going to be things like licorice, jelly beans, candy, wine, like the stuff that is a carbohydrate, but it's not really helping you with your health or your weight loss goals. And then your fiber-filled carbs are going to be the things like your root veggies, your starchy veggies, the things that have grain foods, quinoa, right? All these things that have a higher carbohydrate value, but are really, really good for you. So she has you reframing how you're looking at food. She has you looking at fats, your macro group of fats, as accessories, not accessories, right? So you're not measuring the amount of avocado or butter or oil that you're putting in your food. However, it is an accessory. So you really treat it as an accessory, and it's just a different approach to your plate altogether. So other things that are with the program resources, you get over 30 videos. I'm actually gonna give you a look inside here in a moment. So you get over 30 videos. You get incredible resources from our program guide, tracker, food lists, meal planning tools, recipes, all done in video, as well as printed recipes, Q&As with her, absolutely everything. And this is a program I recommend for people that are looking to overcome emotional eating, that find themselves mindless snacking, that are punishing themselves for indulging or overindulging in the foods that they love. And it really does help you it helps you find food freedom. So some other great resources that you'll get with the 2B mindset, I always love how colorful and fun they are, but you get a mix and match guide. So you can actually write in the little box, like what you like to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then Alana also gives you recommendations so that you can set up your day or your week for success. Below that is the plated recap. We talked about that a little bit earlier. It's just about how you eyeball your plate at breakfast, lunch, and dinner to make sure you're setting up your plate for maximum satiation, weight loss, and energy. She gives you that new look to approach your food groups, from eating veggies most to your proteins to keep you full longer, to your carbohydrates, which she breaks down to your silly carbs and your fiber-filled carbs, and then your fats are accessories. She teaches you the more sure model. So let's say you're at a summer barbecue or you're at a Thanksgiving dinner and you want to go back for seconds. Her whole concept is, you want more? Sure. So if you're going to go back for seconds, you just follow the same process that she asks you to do the first time around, which is water first, veggies most. So you have your water, you go for your veggies, and then you go fill up on your protein, any additional fiber-filled carbs, and then if you want more, you go through that process again. So at a Thanksgiving dinner, it might be water, the green beans, the turkey, and then the heavy sweet potatoes. And if you want more, sure, but you have to start with your 16 ounces of water again. So this way you fill your body up. By the time you get back to the pumpkin pie or whatever it is that's the heavy carbohydrate, you're likely full and don't want it anymore. She also gives you guides about how to get through the kitchen. There's actually a video on how to get through the grocery store, how to lay out your kitchen, how to set up your freezer and your refrigerator, and then of course her tracker and her week at a glance list, which is awesome as well. So let's tap into the 2B mindset. I'm going to share another screen so you can see, for those of you that don't have this digitally unlocked yet, what it looks like when you unlock it. Let me drop this. I hope you can see this. April, I can see you. Give me a thumbs up if you can see. Welcome to Beachbody Nutrition with the 4 2B mindset. Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, so this is what it looks like in your nutrition tab of Beachbody On Demand. And if you don't have these programs yet, then these are going to be locked, right? So when you access the To Be mindset, what you'll find under here is the overview that I just read to you, and you're going to find the videos and the resources as well. So all of these are broken down into little tabs. Under the Getting Started tab, you're going to find 3 different videos. Just so you know, Alana comes from not just being a registered dietitian, but she's lost over 100 pounds herself. She was quite heavy as a girl, as a young girl, and really struggled with weight her entire life. And so she found her way through, you know, different camps and nutrition things that she did. And she went on to study nutrition, I believe at UCLA. So that's how she got started. And you'll see they're broken down again. Learn the To Be mindset. You've got how many videos here? There's, I think, about 20 some videos in this section. And all the videos are anywhere from like 1 minute to 20 minutes. So I'd say most of the videos average about 8 minutes. So you're looking at a fair amount of content as well. So once you get through the To Be mindset, there's 21 videos. Then you go into the Ask Alana's. These ones are only like a minute or 2 long. And it's basically like how to get over a plateau. Hey, what do I do when the scale goes up? Or, hey, I've fallen off. How do I get back on? And she, as the counselor, is telling you exactly how to get back on your plan. She has To Be mindset and pregnancy stuff. There's an entire vegan module in here. And then you've got all of your videos of recipes for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, veggie side recipes, and then she has office hours as well. So each one of these are like 30 minutes to an hour, and this is where she sits down and addresses questions that she's been being asked the entire time that people are getting started on the To Be mindset. So outside of this incredible video resource library, you're also going to have all of the resources from the Getting Started Here guide, and some of these are the images I showed you that were really colorful. Your program guide, your tracker. So you got, the tracker will come in the mail, but if you only got the digital release, you're not going to get the accessories that come with it. So you would do your tracker here, meal planning tools, recipes, all of the things. So there's a lot of stuff that you have right here within the To Be mindset. So I'm going to go back and finish out talking about the To Be mindset on our other screen. Okay. So now you've seen what it looks like inside. This is who I recommend this program for. People who prefer flexibility, people who have a varied schedule or travel often, people who like a plate visualization method, people who like to volume eat, meaning I'm a volume eater. Some people like to eat really small meals. I like to eat really big meals. They make me feel really satiated. So To Be mindset really works for me because I don't like to have boundaries around my food, and I like to eat really big meals. I also recommend this for people who have nutritional or behavioral guidelines, meaning like if I'm talking to someone who has dealt with diet culture in the past and they're really concerned about having to weigh their food, measure their food, count their calories, et cetera, I would definitely consider having somebody like that do the To Be mindset because it's all positioned very, very positively. Alana gives you a lot of euphemisms and mantras to work with, like dinner and done, find other fun, or dinteo, which means do I need this eating opportunity? Like cool little things that rhyme that you can ask yourself or to help remind you to stay on track with your nutrition. Things like don't be a tracker slacker, or write down all your BLTs, your bites, licks, and tastes. I also recommend this program for people who desire more mindfulness with food and nutrition and who need some help overcoming emotional or stress or binge eating, and individuals who want to make healthier food choices without feeling restricted. So what does your bundle come with when you get the To Be mindset? You can see everything broken down over here. So you're going to get your video modules. You'll get the water bottle, which has all of her fun little mantras on the side. You'll get your paper tracker. You're going to get a quick start guide, the how to start guide, Alana's faves recipes. And again, there's a digital version of all of these in Beachbody On Demand as well. If you get you can either get it with Beachbody On Demand or not. So if you get it with Beachbody On Demand, you would get it with your annual and also potentially with Shakeology. So the options are To Be mindset and Beachbody On Demand plus Shakeology or Performance, and that's $220 USD. The To Be mindset without Beachbody On Demand with just either Shakeology or Performance would be $180 USD. The base kit, which you can get digitally, where you're not going to get any of the accessories, you're not going to get the water bottle, you're not going to get all the paper collateral, but if you just do the digital release for the videos, it's $74 USD. And if you get all the accessories, which I recommend, because obviously as you're sharing as a coach, it's fun to have the accessories to share with, then that's 119 USD as well. So those individuals that enroll for the 2B Mindset that do not get Beachbody on demand, they can access this program through 2bmindset.com. And also know that you can add these base kits on as a special offer with any challenge pack or completion pack. So let's say you have a client of yours who's really excited to get started with you on 10 rounds, or maybe you're doing Morning Meltdown 100 and they want to do Morning Meltdown 100 with you. So you could sell them you could sell them a 10 rounds challenge pack or a Morning Meltdown challenge pack. And then you can add the 2B Mindset, either the base kit where you get all the paper collateral and the water bottle, or you can add the digital 2B Mindset into their cart. And then when you go to your share cart for checkout, it will be greatly discounted. So the paper collateral, the accessories bundle, when you get it as a special offer with another challenge pack or completion pack, is $47.60 USD. And the digital only is only $29.60. So the savings is absolutely phenomenal. So anytime you're enrolling somebody with a specific challenge pack for a specific program, if they are interested in taking their nutrition next level, I highly recommend plugging them in and getting them that special offer deal. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Ultimate Portion Fix. This is our second video e-course. It's all focused around portion control and macronutrition. The Ultimate Portion Fix is a 7-module course created to address the many questions that have arisen over the years with our standard Portion Fix plan, which is our containerized plan. So you're gonna learn how to adapt the Fixate or Portion Fix program for kids, pregnancy, breastfeeding, and how to use it in a variety of dietary theories, time nutrition, carb cycling, or the foundational fix, as well as UPF digs into sugar and food addiction, the why behind portion control and macros, meal prep resources, and helps educate on nutrition as a whole. So when you're learning the Portion Fix, if you've never done Portion Fix before or seen these little color-coded containers before, essentially what Portion Fix is a 40-30-30 macros plan. What does that mean? 40% of your calories come from carbohydrates, 30% of your calories in a day come from protein, and 30% of your calories in a day come from fats. It's basically balanced macronutrition for optimal health, for your body to perform well. So what they've done is they've broken it into a containerized system where based on the food bracket, you'll do a little calculation, and based on what bracket you fall in, it's a caloric range like 1,200 to 1,600, 1,600 to 2,000, 2,000 to 2,400, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Each one is considered like plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, et cetera, moving on. You have a specific amount of each container for your program. So for plan A, for example, you get 3 of those green containers, 2 of those purple containers, 4 of the red containers, 2 of the yellow containers, 1 of the blue, and 1 of the orange, plus some teaspoons of fats and oils throughout the day. And while the containers look small, when you actually put them into play, you'll see that you're actually filling up an entire plate with food. There is plenty of food on this plan. So it's really important if you have a client who really wants to see a very physical result in their body and is excited about having control around their portions, learning macronutrition, and needs more guidelines. They don't need things so loosey-goosey. They really need things tightened up. This is a really great program for them to understand macronutrition, and it's actually how I learned macros the easy way, because obviously if you dig into macros, you'll see it's a lot of weighing your food, measuring your food, looking up calorie counts, et cetera, et cetera. So program overview. Ultimate Portion Fix is the expansion of one of our most successful weight loss programs. The portion containers take the guesswork and emotions out of eating perfectly sized meals every time. Applying knowledge learned from 5 years of proven experience, the program has been improved and expanded to teach you how to feed your entire family healthy meals, eat for performance, beat sugar addiction, and now simpler and easier than ever to meet your goals. You'll be armed with delicious new recipes, useful tools, and healthy hacks to help you finally overcome obstacles and lose weight for good. So you'll learn finding your why. She does a whole section on finding your why so you can harness your real motivation to get results. Plan and prep the right size portions every time. Make healthy, delicious meals with balanced macronutrients. Help break your sugar addiction. Get the whole family involved. And fuel your body for performance. And also for individuals who purchase this, they do get free 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme real time. So let's say you had a client that didn't buy Beachbody On Demand, they would have access to those by accessing this program through Beachbody On Demand. So in this program, you get over 40 videos plus incredible resources. We're going to take a look at those, but here are some of the resources right away. So you can see these programs are very different. This one is more of a drawn out meal plan. Everything is very planned. It's very color coded. You're set to specific sizes of how much of each thing you're going to eat in a day. So this is a little bit different than To Be Mindset, where you had, you know, there's not an eat this or eat that list. This comes with an eat this list. It's basically your grocery list is listed from the foods that are best to purchase down to the ones that are maybe not as good to purchase. So it's all broken down for you. There are tally sheets. There is down here, you can see a family fix plan. So you can really start to create things for the entire family. This is for kids so that your kids can get involved with healthy eating as well, which is really fun, especially if you're trying to teach your kids early on about nutrition. It's a way to get them involved in having fun with their nutrition and food from the get-go. There's also pregnancy calculations and breastfeeding calculations, so we can take a look at those as well, because I think those are really important for you to understand irregardless of whether you're putting people on Portion Fix or any of our things in the Beachbody On Demand library. So let's take a look at the Portion Fix, the Ultimate Portion Fix. Okay. So Ultimate Portion Fix, again, you're in your Beachbody On Demand library under the Nutrition tab. April, you can see this, right? Okay. I'm like, I'm just going to keep going and nobody can turn their mic off. And then next thing I know, I'm not even showing what I want to show. So again, I just read you the overview. The videos, again, they're always adding extra things as well, but you've got 7 modules and they do have them in Spanish and potentially in French as well. I know they have them in at least Spanish. But you've got 7 different modules that are broken down. So each module has a set of videos in them. So it totals about 40 videos, but you're looking at, you know, food addiction, sugar addiction is really what she taps into there. Picking your path, you're going to learn how to use it from the foundational fix to understanding timed nutrition for athletic performance, to understanding carb cycling. She's got the containers and really helping you just break down like what bracket you're in. Again, there's a vegan module, diving into the different food lists, freebies and substitutions. So many great topics that are in here, all about food prep, maneuvering the supermarket, prep for beginners, a 5-day prep, the family fix, so the right plan for your child, grocery shopping with her son, favorite foods fix, special days, so special occasions on the Ultimate Portion Fix. And then for every situation, so you've got your pre and postnatal for the fix with supplements, etc. And then there are a ton of additional resources here as well. So that's all under your videos section. And then under your resources section, it's really full up. You've got your 7-day meal plans, a vegan 7-day meal plan. And also the To Be Mindset has like a 7-day regular and a 7-day vegan. 10 Rounds has a vegan and a regular. Bar Blend had a vegan and a regular. And then these are the Spanish versions. And then you've got everything down here from, let me close that one, from your getting started. So you've got your workbook and everything just in case you don't get that hard copy. But I highly recommend if you're doing the Ultimate Portion Fix especially, that you get the hard copy because it is a big spiral bound workbook. It's actually like, these are video e-courses, right? So it actually helps you stay on track with your lessons. And then you've got your daily logbook. So that's for your writing your food journaling every single day. And then for each module, she breaks down different things. So one of the ones that I wanted to talk about was the module 7 for pregnancy and breastfeeding. So let's look at the PDF for, hopefully this is opening up, for breastfeeding. So the following calculations are only pertinent if you are breastfeeding. If so, you will use these calculations instead of the regular Ultimate Portion Fix calculations. The breastfeeding postnatal calculations take into account the extra calories you need, which are 500 calories more while breastfeeding. You have 2 primary options for calculations while you're breastfeeding. You can either look to maintain weight or you might look at losing weight. Once you decide whether you are looking to maintain weight or lose weight, then you can choose the right calculation for you. So here's what you yourself, if you're breastfeeding, or you would be giving your client if you have a client that is breastfeeding. If you are breastfeeding and not working out, you will use what is normally the caloric baseline calculation to find your maintenance calories, which would be your current weight times 11. That's going to be your maintenance calories. If you're looking to lose weight while your workouts are moderately challenging, then you do your current weight times 11 and you get your caloric baseline, or you do your caloric weight plus 400 to get your maintenance calories for breastfeeding. So it's all written out here, and this is why it's so important that you have access to these, especially as a coach, because it gives you more tools to be able to help your clients really meet their goals. So again, if you're looking to lose weight during breastfeeding and doing extremely challenging workouts, then you're doing your current weight times 11 to get your caloric baseline, and then you're adding 600 to get your maintenance calories. So I definitely wanted to show you that because I think that's an important tool for you to access. And then going back to the Ultimate Portion Fix, I recommend this program for people who thrive off structure, are looking for a specific short-term weight loss, that are looking to base their tracking off of portions and clean eating. They like to be told what to eat and when. They like the idea of knowing that they're in their calorie target. They desire more of an understanding of macronutrients and how to fuel the body for optimal performance. So Ultimate Portion Fix bundles are going to come with your little containers. It comes with 75 recipes for kids, kid-approved recipes. It comes with your workbook that I told you about that you can do alongside your program. It comes with your food tracker. It comes with the Fixate 2 cookbook, which is amazing. And then you can choose to either get it with Beachbody On Demand or your supplements as well. So if you get UPF with BOD and Shakeology or Performance, it's $220 USD. UPF without BOD with just Shakeology or Performance is $180. The base kit is $74 for the digital only. Again, I really recommend you get accessories with this. It's $119 USD with the accessories. And those who do not have Beachbody On Demand can access their program through ultimateportionfix.com, but I would probably have everybody do beachbodyondemand.com because they should have access to 21-day fix real time as well. And then just like with 2B Mindset, you can add the base kit on as a special offer with any challenge pack or completion pack. So again, if you're setting your client up with a 10 rounds challenge pack because they want, their loops and all the things, and they want all the 10 rounds fun stuff, you can add on the accessories bundle where they get their little containers and their workbooks for just $47 more, or they can get the digital access at $29 more. But it has to be added on as a special offer during that sale. They cannot purchase it after that sale for that discounted amount. It's a special offer that you have to put in their share a cart where they can opt in at checkout. So note, and I mentioned this, but both programs do have vegan options. I know people ask about that all the time. And then in addition to these programs, there is the monthly membership. So these are newer, and I highly recommend if you're doing either 2B Mindset or the Ultimate Portion Fix that you do opt in for this. You get your first 30 days are free. After that, it's $19.95 for customers and $14.96 for coaches. I have a membership to both of them, but it's really fascinating what you get. I don't know if you can read well what I put in here, but essentially you get 24/7 access to the Mindset membership exclusive community or to Autumn's Portion Fix exclusive community. With the 2B Mindset, you're going to get video topics focusing on relatable real life experiences, providing insight on how to overcome obstacles, and stay focused on goals. Each video will come with a corresponding goal setting worksheet, one-on-one videos, where Alana will review a member's tracker and goals and work with her, 7-day meal plans, new 2B Mindset recipes, and then of course the live office hours. And very similar to that, Autumn's does she gives a personal cell phone number to ask questions. She answers all those questions, monthly themed videos on different topics, expert interviews, new recipes, new meal plans and strategies, worksheets, etc. So here's some of the things that I pulled instead of taking you back to BOD. You can see this is just the April content. So there's content for April, for March, for February, for January, right? So when you opt in, you're going to be able to access all this great content. So we've got their goal setter worksheets, takeaway worksheets, 1-week meal plans. Again, this is all for 2B Mindset, incredible videos. And then with the Ultimate Portion Fix, Autumn gives you an April survival guide, deep dive into plateaus, monthly assignment, nutritional tracking. And again, you get a bunch of extra great things with that. So you might be wondering by now, how can I be sure I get the right program for me or recommend the right program for one of my clients? This is sort of where I would say group A or group B. And you can actually, I have these image cards, you can just send them directly to your client. So if you start to talk to one of your prospects, clients, challengers about these programs and they're like, well, which one should I do? Send them this and say, which one sounds more like you? Group A thrives off stretcher, looking for specific short-term based weight loss based off tracking portions, right? That's all ultimate portion fix. And group B prefers flexibility, has a varied schedule, plate visualization method, volume eating, et cetera, et cetera. That's going to be 2B mindset. And so like I mentioned, Alana from the 2B mindset, she's focused, her background is that she was overweight and had to learn how to lose weight with a positive mindset because the diet culture didn't work for her. And if you look at Autumn's background, she is a certified health coach, but she came from figure competing. So she came from bodybuilding, figure competing as well, etc. So she really knows how to get a very physical result by focusing on macronutrition. So really you can't go wrong with these programs because at the end of the day, both programs are absolutely incredible and offer a ton of support. I've learned a ton from both programs, and it allows you by doing both too to truly become an expert in nutrition. So you don't have to be certified in any, or have any nutritional know-how coming into being a coach. These are going to teach you so much about nutrition that give you a lot of room to really help your coaches and your clients. And just remember, everything with Team Beachbody has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So whether you start one or whether one of your clients starts one and it's not a good fit, you always have the opportunity to return it and get the one that is the better fit for you. So I'm going to wrap up this presentation. Those of you that are on the line, hang out, we'll do some live Q&A. And for those of you catching the replay, we'll do our next call tomorrow, and it will be digging deeper into our meal plans on Beachbody on Demand.